Have you ever played a game with a small child and when it's finished they exclaim, "I win!" And underneath it, what are they implying? You lose. In so many of the games that we play, be these sports or card games or board games, there's very clearly a winner and a loser. And while over the course of our lives we may grow to be more gracious winners and more gracious losers, that sense of competition permeates so much of what we do. In our gospel reading this weekend, Jesus opens up a parable wherein some laborers worked all day in the hot sun, and some were only called to work in the last hour of the day. Those who worked all day thought that they would receive more than the usual daily wage because the ones who had only worked an hour, they received the usual daily wage. So in a sense, there's this competition within them. I worked more, I deserve more. I should receive so much more than these who only worked 1 hour in a day. The sense of competition is really worked in there through that. And the reality is, Jesus is saying that usual daily wage that was agreed upon is really eternal life. That's what we're talking about. And no matter at what point in our lives or in the course of history we turn our lives over to the Lord and labor for Him, the usual daily wage is eternal life. And so as I come to the end of my life, I can't have more eternal life than you can, and I can't win your eternal life, but I can win mine. St. Paul says to run so as to win the race. Right? And the prize is our salvation. We're not competing with one another in the journey of the Christian life. We're encouraging one another to win the prize that is set out before each and every one of us. Who are we really competing against? Well, we're competing against our old selves. We're competing against an old way of life, trying to be better today than I was yesterday, trying to be more virtuous, growing closer to the Lord, and serving my brothers and sisters more wholeheartedly today than yesterday. The victory wins us the prize of eternal life. The prize of eternal life that was offered to each one of us. I can't have yours, and you can't have mine, but we can each have eternal life as it has been promised.